Hello everyone, welcome to A1 TV and I'm your host Sana Zia. Another exciting episode of Spotlight with Sana Zia. My today's guest is one of the person I really admire a lot. He's such a great person with a very noble heart. That is, I think, the best definition for my today's guest. So before I discuss anything about him, let's welcome Michael Gallus to our show.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here, Sana, and thanks very much for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Michael, for joining in. And for all A1 TV viewers, of course, they know you. You are doing a very successful show, Healthy Living with Michael Gallus. Thanks for that. And now it's a new journey which you want to start. And you are contesting yourself from city of Moonee Valley, Buckley Ward for counselors, for counselor elections 2020. So, Michael, I know that you are in sports, you are doing thousand things, and now into, of course, the elections, local elections. So we want to know about your journey.
Thank you, Sana. It's been amazing to get this opportunity in my life. I've done a lot within the community. I've been 40 years plus a member of the Moonee Valley community as a school teacher at Penley Neston Grammar School, and also as a student. I started my school career as a 3-year-old at kindergarten at Penley Neston Grammar School. And from then, I'm very lucky to get a job teaching at Penley Neston Grammar School. And from there to coaching my 3 kids, Thomas, Lily and Benjamin, within the community with football at Aberfeldy Football Club, basketball at Aberfeldy Jets Basketball Club, cricket at Aberfeldy Cricket Club, and also girls football at Pegs FC Football Club. And through that journey across the community over the last 40 years, really got to know so many different people and love the community that I currently live in and currently work in and currently are engaged in my leisure activities. And the time came for really worked in well. My kids are all teenagers now, so they're able to run their own lives. And with support of my amazing family and wife Amanda, the time had come to put my hand up to see if we can really do something across the council to make this community even better.
That's great, Michael. That is why I said you are an amazing person. You do thousand things, and I always see that you are willing to do whatever comes up. And that is the reason I think this time in council elections, we can see that there are so many people who move forward and they want to participate in the upcoming elections. And of course, Michael, you are working for community, as you mentioned, it's more than 40 years. And now you think, okay, it's the high time because everything got settled. So what's your vision at this point? How you think you are going to serve community?
Yeah, good question. And I'm running as an independent as well. I think that as we've seen, major parties are run through different philosophies. And to be a true representative of your community, to run as an independent, that gives you the scope and gives you the drive and gives you the ability to represent the community 100%. There's no one else telling you what to do and how to do it. It's up to you to get out to the community, to learn about their issues and to represent them. And I think that's getting lost in a lot of politics at local level across Victoria, around Australia and across the world. The politicians are losing sight of the fact that they're representing the community. So go out, find out what those issues are, and to represent the community to make it better and support those people. I've been amazed over the last 3 to 4 months of campaigning, even though I've lived in this community, to meet so many passionate people in relation to their own particular growth area that they want to improve to make the city of Moonee Valley even better. And for me to be elected into council to represent that is really important. And it's really important that the people have a true representative. If you're independent, you are a true representative of the people. And that's getting lost in politics. And I wanted to bring that back. And I wanted to use my 40 years plus experience in this community I've already got the connections. I've already engaged with the people. I know what's needed in sport, in business, in education to make this community even better. I don't have to spend 2, 3, 4, 5 years making those connections. So if I get elected in, I'm ready to go. November 25, I start work. It's not let's go around and meet people. Okay, I know these issues. Let's get it done and let's make change for the better.
And I think that is the best part, because you know what the issues are. You are very well connected with the community. And when I say community, it's not just one community. You are very well connected with diverse community. And Michael, I personally know that you are an advocate of promoting diversity, and you always favor multiculturalism. But can you define how you are going to promote multiculturalism if you are going to elect as a councillor?
Yeah, good question. And that comes down to respect, as you know. It comes down to empathy. It comes down to compassion. And that's who I am as a person. I'm not telling people that. People know that through my work in the community and engagement across this community of 40 years. And if you can, again, be able to be communicated to, a lot of politicians at local level and state level, people can't get hold of them. They can't even voice their issues. And then when they do voice them, a lot of the time they're not heard properly. And then I guarantee, as you know, that I will be there to listen to every single issue. Obviously, how I solve those issues is something that you work through with the people and with the council. But 100%, I can guarantee I'll be a person there to listen to hear what people have to say. And you come back to multiculturalism. Australia is a multicultural society across all levels, and no one's views or issues are more important than anyone else's. It's about representing people equally and going back to with respect and with compassion and with empathy. And I've been blown away by learning about the culture of the Pakistani community. I've been blown away by learning about the culture of the Fijian community. I've been blown away learning about the culture of the African communities that I've been lucky enough to engage with. And I've done that, as you know, Sana, all through sport. So that it will be a big passion of mine to improve sporting facilities, because if kids are involved in sport and if families are involved in sport, they are in a positive pathway on their lives. They're fit physically, they're fit mentally, their parents are engaged. You're meeting so many different parts of the community and you're having so much fun doing it. So there are a lot of sporting facilities within the Buckley ward that are not up to scratch. They're not up to standard. And that's the reason that I'm running in this ward at the City of Moonee Valley to make it a better place for kids and give them more opportunities through what they want in sport. Not just sporting facilities, but unstructured sport and exercise, which coming out of COVID-19 is going to be so important for kids and families to re-engage with each other and society. And the best way to do that is through the power of sport.
That's great, Michael. Of course, you have the whole experience of even more than 40 years in sports and all that, and that helps to define what is required for community and even kids and youth. And along with this, what I personally want to mention that, apart from all this, that sports and your passion for community, one thing which I really like and admire a lot, that no matter what community they belong, you are a huge supporter of women equality and, of course, gender equality, women empowerment and gender equality. So I just want that, because I know you, so I know that part. But I just want that if you can highlight that thing, because I know when you go back, even Pakistan, you went to the remote areas just to train those girls who don't have these kind of opportunities. Nobody even imagined in those remote areas of Pakistan that one day a person from Australia came in and trained them in AFL or in footy games. So I just want if you can highlight this part as well, because right now I think we need people who support women and who want to empower women. So I just want if you can highlight that part.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Sana. I was extremely blessed, as you know, to be appointed the AFL Pakistan women's coach and travel Pakistan for 10 days last year running clinics in 10 different towns across the whole country of women only, and giving them that opportunity. And it's so important here in Melbourne and Victoria and Australia to have them treated with respect and to give them opportunities equally as everyone. Everyone should have equal opportunities. But as you know, as being a woman, and I've got a daughter, Lily, and obviously my wife, Amanda, unfortunately in society, it's a fact. Women have to work harder to get the same respect. And that's something that I've spent my life making sure that opportunities are given, respect is given, and they're encouraged to follow their dreams as well in any single area. And as you know, across Healthy Living on A1 TV, a lot of female guests who've done it tough in their lives, but they've come out the other side because they never gave up, and they continue to really work hard and be determined to make their dreams come true. And that's what I hope to do across the community of Moonee Valley, is to encourage everyone, whatever gender they are, and really give opportunities to women. As you said, it's so important that they feel valued, that they feel respected, and they're gaining opportunities. And that's the same with any gender. As you said, it's about the gender equality. Everyone gets the same respect, and everyone should be giving and getting the same opportunities. And if lucky enough to get voted in, that'll be one of my strong positions across the whole community.
Yeah. And that's why I personally supported you. And you can see, we can put it there, vote one, Gallus.
Yeah, there it is.
So vote one for Michael Gallus. And apart from all this, Michael, I know that, you are working for community for so long, and right now we are going through pandemic. So there are a lot of businesses who got affected, and then there is a situation where you don't know, what happened in another 6 months and all that. So what's your plan? How you are going to improve things, or how you are going to promote local businesses in Buckley Ward in particular?
Yeah, great question. And there's no doubt that small business, especially in Melbourne and across regional Victoria, has suffered so much through these lockdowns due to coronavirus. I started a business 12 months ago, MGG, Educators and Motivators, with inspirational speakers, and they haven't been able to work one single job this year because of obviously schools have closed and businesses have closed and people are working from home. So I really understand, and again, empathise and have compassion for small business owners. I understand what they're going through, that they've lost their livelihoods. And it's so important, you're right, to give them the support. How am I going to do that? By listening to them, going to see them, having meetings with them. What do they need? What will help them to get back on their feet? It's not about what I want, it's what they want. And that's the same with all the constituents across the Buckley Ward in the city of Moonee Valley, if I'm lucky enough to get in. I will communicate with them, and then because they know every single person in the community is the expert. I'm not the expert. I've had discussions about climate change with the Moonee Valley Sustainability Group. And again, I'm not an expert. Tell me what you are feeling. Tell me what your issues are. And then let's go to council and let's see what we could do to make the council a better place. And especially small business are going to need huge amounts of support. And from what their plans are, then I will certainly enact that once I get into council, if I'm lucky enough to be elected.
Yeah. Now we wish you best of luck for your upcoming elections, Michael. And along with these businesses, there are certain other issues as well, because lots of people due to this pandemic, they lost jobs, then they have to stay at home and there is no one to look after them. So they are depressed, anxiety is there, plus they are going through different traumas as well. So what do you think, what is your view, and how you are going to improve the social structure of your, in particular your Buckley Ward?
Yeah, you're exactly right. The impact on mental health from the coronavirus has been just absolutely horrific and horrendous. Majority of families are homeschooling. People have lost their jobs. People have lost their identity because they can't play football, they can't play soccer, they can't play netball, they can't play basketball. They can't engage at all in community apart from your 1 hour of exercise. So to create events that bring the community together will be a huge push over the next 12 to 18 months and to reach out to people, to provide services. Origin Youth Health, which is run by my friend, Professor Pat McGorry, who just got a $33 million grant from the American government to assist him in his work with mental health, is a good friend of mine. So I'll obviously be taking counsel from him about ways that we can improve the services already offered across the city of Moonee Valley. And most importantly, like you said, create community events. Let's get sport up and running again. Let's get unstructured exercise opportunities and open space and parks running so that people feel comfortable to get outside and to communicate. And we've been locked down for so long. Seriously, we are, myself included, and my family have really started to forget how to communicate with each other and communicate with our community. So it's so important that we provide events, that we provide education, we provide services to bring people out and to support them, especially those that are finding it really difficult at home. We need to, as a community and a council, reach out to them, find out who they are, what they need again. What do the community need? That's what I'll act upon.
Yeah. And Michael, do you have any other plans, like, anything you want to do? As you mentioned, of course, you have a huge background in sports. So anything in particular you want to do for kids or youngsters, or anything for their mental health or even for their physical health as well?
Yeah, well, to be honest, the basketball and netball community in the city of Moonee Valley has not been well represented over the last 20 years. We need a highball basketball and netball stadium. The netball facilities need to be upgraded for change rooms and better lights and better services. And it comes back to what you said before. It's no surprise that netball is a female sport. So therefore, why isn't it? They haven't had equality in spending. Why has all the money gone to the male football and cricket clubs? There are now female football clubs. There are female cricket clubs. Netball in the area and basketball is huge. And yet these facilities and these groups have not been supported as well as they should have been. And that's a big push of mine to make sure that they get the support. And they're just asking for equality. If you're going to spend this much money on a footy club, well, then you should be spending the same on a cricket club or a netball club or a basketball club. And across the city of Moonee Valley in the Buckley ward, this certainly hasn't been done. So I'm looking forward to, I know all the basketball and netball coaches and clubs and administrators. And so that I have that dialogue already. And I was pushing myself as a community member to get those changes done, and nothing got done. So that's another reason I said it's time to get on to the other side so you can make the decisions and make these changes happen. Let's stop talking about it and let's do something and let's make change happen.
Yeah, and that's great. It would be really great, Michael, to have representative like you in local councils, of course, because you know the grassroots issues. And plus you are very well connected with the community, with wider community. So of course we wish you best of luck. And then in the end, I just want, if you want to highlight anything or if you have any message for those who are listening you, so any message from your side?
Yeah, well, you have the power and you have the opportunity. I'm an independent. I'm local. I have the connections and I'm going to make change. You talk to anybody about myself and you will know that I'm honest. I'll tell you to your face what the answer is. If I can help you, I'll help you. And if I can't, we'll give you a solution and we'll work around that. But I'm here to represent you. It would be indeed a great honour to be a representative of the Buckley ward in the city of Moonee Valley. And it'll be the greatest honour of my life to have that opportunity. And if you vote one, Gallus, you certainly won't be disappointed because I will represent you with passion, with hard work, with empathy and compassion. And let's all work together. I'm here to work together. It's not about me. It's about you and about making the city of Moonee Valley Buckley ward even better than it already is.
That's great, Michael. And I want to wrap up the show, but one more question which I want that you highlighted, uh, because people do listen you and they like whenever you talk and you say something, you does have an impact. So, and that is the reason even we started this Spotlight with Sanazia program, just to let others know that, okay, these are your local members. So see, like, what is their vision, who is best for you. So, Michael, how important it is to elect the best member for your local council? Why it's really important?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And you've got to be careful. I've just found out that in the Buckley ward, there's 12 people running again, or 11 people running against me. But some of those people are working in teams with the Labor Party or with the Liberal Party or with the Greens Party or with existing councillors. They're not working for you. They're working in a team. So you've got to be really smart in finding out and doing your research, because someone might present that they're an independent, but guess what? They're not. Okay? They're working for another team, maybe the Labor Party, maybe the Liberal Party, and they're funneling their votes into those groups, which is wrong and not fair. It's legal, but it's not in good faith. So be really careful about your vote. We need strong leaders now coming out of COVID. We need strong leaders who are independent and who will represent you. Unfortunately, the majority of politicians at local, state and federal levels that I've seen over the last few years have forgotten about that. The whole premise of being a politician is to represent the people. So choose very carefully. Find the community person. Doesn't matter if they've had experience or not in politics. It's about finding someone who's honest, who's trustworthy, who's hardworking, and who wants to represent your community. That's who you need to vote for, because we need those people in politics, because they're going to create the community that we need, not to create the community of the Labor Party, not create the community of the Liberal Party or the Greens. And no disrespect to any of those parties, good on them. They've set themselves up to do what they do, but you need to choose your best representative for your community.
That's really good to know, Michael. And that is why I want that you highlight this, because when you said that we need local representatives, this means, of course, they got the vision. And end of the day, as per me, if you look at the definition of politics, means those who got the vision and they know how to serve community. Politics means serving community. So if you got the passion, no doubt, either you got experience to be the local representative or not, you just got the vision, and I think you got the heart to serve your community, and you need the passion. And I can see all these things in you, Michael. And of course, you are doing great. We wish you best of luck. And that's why again and again we are saying vote one for Gallus.
Vote one
Michael
Gallus.
Gallus.
Vote one Gallus. And
Yeah,
thank you.
Michael Gallus.
And thank you to Sana and Samir and A1 TV. You've been amazing supporters of everything I do, and we can't do anything in life without a team and a community around us. And I'm very lucky to have amazing support from my wife Amanda and kids Thomas, Lily, and Benjamin. It's not easy representing your community and going into politics where the whole system is about cheating and lying, and I'm not like that. And community members who are true to their community and have a good heart are not like that. But you've got to stand up. We've got to rise up against that and give people the opportunity, as you said, to have representatives with good hearts and really true values of community, because we're missing that.
Yeah. So once again, thank you, Michael. It's always it's a great pleasure for me whenever I got a chance to interview you. And thanks a lot. And again, I wish you best of luck. It's not because I know you personally and you are part of our team. It's because we need people like you who got such a cause to help community, and they know the problems, they know the issues, and plus it's you are easily approachable as well. That is really important thing, because sometimes we know who the counselors are, but sometimes they are not easily approachable. So we need people who are like us and they know our problems, so it's easy to connect as well. So again, lots of best wishes for you, and thanks for coming to our show. And in the end, as we all say, so keep supporting and keep watching A1 TV. and vote one for Michael Keller.
Yay!
Okay, thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Shukriya, shukriya.